Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to evaluate an integral. So Wx is the Lambert W function. Evaluate the integral 0 to 1 of x w of x dx. Okay, here we're going to use u substitution. So let u equals to w of x. Then x must be the inverse w function of u. Okay, if w of x e to the x equals to x, that means the inverse of x must be x e to the x, right? So x must be u e to u. Dx must be, use the product derivative, so u prime, which is just 1, e to the u plus u e to the u du. That's our dx. So this integral would be, wait, u equals to wx, then the values of the limits has to change. So while x equals to 0, then u equals to 0, w of 0 is 0. If x equals to 1, w of 1 would be the omega constant. Okay, it's approximately 0.58. So we have integral 0 to the omega constant of u. X, what's our x? X as u e to the u. W of x is times u, and then dx is e to the u plus u e to the u du. All right, this integral, okay, let's simplify this. E to the u plus u e to the u du. Okay, integral 0 to omega of, we distribute it, so u squared e to the 2u, okay, plus u cubed e to the 2u du. So this is our integral. We use partial fraction for this. So okay, this is our first integral. The second integral, let this be our I. The first integral, di, use di methods for partial fraction. It's much faster. U squared, derivative of it is 2u. Derivative of this is 2 and 0. E to the 2u integration is 1 over 2 e to the u 2u, 1 over 4, and this is 1 over 8 e to the 2u. Okay, well, don't forget this all is evaluated from 0 to omega. Okay, now if we, okay, the second integral, di u cubed e to the 2u, leaves us with 3u squared e to the 2u, and then 6u squared and 6u e to the u 2u, and then 6 e integral of this a half, 1 over 4, and then 6 1 over 8 e to the 2u, and then 0. Um, this will be 1 over 16th e to the 2u. Okay, now we evaluate and we add them all. So our integral must be, okay, a half u squared e to the 2u minus by 2u, a quarter e to the 2u, and then add by 2 eighth e to the 2u. Okay, that's great. And then we add by the second integral would be, okay, u cubed a half e to the 2u minus 3u squared times a quarter e to the 2u. And then we, wait, this is, it's a quarter. And then we add by 6u times 1 over 8, 8 e to the 2u. Then minus by our 1 over 16 e to the 2u. Okay, let us simplify this first. And then we are going to evaluate it from 0 to omega. Okay, a half u squared e to the 2u um, minus u over 4 e to the 2u plus by 2 1 over 4 e to the 2u, then add by u cubed over 2 e to the u 2u I mean, minus 3 over 4 u squared e to the 2u, and add by this, we simplify this will become u 3 over 4 u e to the 2u, and we minus by 1 over 16, oh 6, yeah, 6 times, sorry, this will be 6 times 1 over 16, so this will be 3 over 8, yeah, 3 over 8 e to the 2u. Okay, we group the same degrees, so u squared e to the 2u a half plus 3/4, and then the one with only u would be this one, plus e to the u e to the 2u evaluated at 3/4 minus u over 4, no, 1 over 4, sorry, 1 over 4. Okay, what else? We have e to the 2u plus e to the 2u a quarter minus 3/8. Then is there anything else? U squared, u cubed plus u cubed over 2 e to the 2u. All right. Simplifying this, we will have u squared e to the 2u 5 over 4. Okay, and then x u e to the 2u, we 2 over 4, which is a half, plus this will be minus 3, right? So negative 1, no, negative 1, oh yeah, negative 1 over 8 e to the 2u plus u cubed over 2 e to the 2u. Okay, Now we can evaluate this from 0 to omega. Okay, if 0, everything when evaluating at omega, okay, um, or if we evaluate at 0, this will be 0, this will be 0, except except this. So we have I evaluate at omega minus our this minus 1 over 8. Okay. Okay, if omega would be 5 over 4 from the highest degree, so omega cubed over 3 e to the 2 omega, and then we add by omega squared e to the 2 omega 5 over 4 plus by 5 over 4, and then add by a half, okay, u which is omega e to the 2u omega minus 1 over 8 e to the 2 omega, and then we add by 1 over 8. Okay, let's group the 2 omega e to the power of 2 omega, which leaves us with omega cubed over 3 plus 3/4 omega squared plus a half omega, and we minus by 1 over 8 and plus 1 over 8. So our integral is this. This is the value. Where omega is approximately 0.58. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you and see you on the next video.